When you pan rush pork chops, you take them through 3 simple steps: searing for brown flavor, saucing for aromatic flavor, and simmering for tenderness and doneness. So here's what I'm thinking. What if you really go for it? What if you stuff the pan and the pork chops with a flavor theme? And what if you balance even more flavor on top of the works with a chutney? I'm thinking cranberry. Cranberry goes really well with pork. The meat is really bland, so it's at its best carrying other flavors. And there's lots of ways to add cranberry to the works. It's easy to stuff pork chops. All you have to do is, well, open them up like a book and think of the bone as the hinge. This is really easy with thick-cut pork chops. That bone is a great guide for your knife. Ask your butcher to cut your pork chops extra thick. You can even ask them to cut the pocket for you too. And a great base for the stuffing is quite simply an Italian sausage. Pork goes with pork. Just get rid of the casing. And add cranberry, rosemary, and mustard for lots of aromatic flavor. Even though there's lots of flavor inside the pork chops, it's still a great idea to add lots of flavor to the outside of the pork chops. See all those brown bits right there? That's flavor. That's what happens when the juices in the pork chops fall to the bottom of the pan and caramelize. And the best way to dissolve that flavor is with onions and garlic. I'm thinking this is a good flavor base for a harvest theme for cranberry and kale and mustard, starting with half a cup of cranberry juice. And some more whole berry cranberry sauce, half a cup or so. I love cranberry with pork, and mustard helps bring out a savory side to cranberry. I think of kale as a harvest flavor because around here it shows up in the fall, but no matter when you eat it, it's loaded with strong savory flavors that go well with all these flavors. Key here is to add half the bunch of kale now and wilt it down, then nestle in the pork chops and top off the works with the rest of the bunch of kale. And I'm thinking a quick red onion chutney would be a good way to use up the rest of this cranberry sauce. Four of them should do the trick. Generally, the word chutney refers to a strong condiment with balanced flavors. The cranberry sauce is sweet and bitter, the onions are savory, and a cup or so of red wine vinegar is nice and sour. For spicy, my favorite hot sauce, sambal. This is an Asian chili garlic sauce, and it only takes a teaspoon or so to add lots of spicy to this chutney. And chutneys are always packed with aromatic flavor with things like ginger and cinnamon, which coincidentally go really well with cranberries. A tablespoon or so. Chutneys are a great last-minute addition to any meal, and really all you have to do here now is just reduce this down until it's nice and thick, and you're good to go. Those sure don't look bland anymore. Pork chops are actually a regular guest at our table, and not just because they're so easy to cook or they're so tasty to eat. Every time I cook pork chops, I get to play. I get to imagine and invent new flavors, and for me, that's what the kitchen is all about.